Hey, this is Brett, and I want to go over a couple things. What does a busy day for a realtor look like? I'm going to give you a couple days. Just this week was Thursday and Friday, and there was a lot going on. When you have a lot of business and stuff, it's not always. Everybody thinks when you have your own business, you kind of have your own time schedule. Well, that is just not the case, and that's not a bad thing. That means you're making money. So when I always do stuff, I always try and jump on and get it done because I know the next day I'm going to have a lot more business. And that's really the key to be able to keep your business moving forward in a very profitable way. So let's look at some stuff that I did on Thursday. The day started off with that. My wife had to go to Oregon, so I dropped her off at 6:30 in the morning, but that doesn't work. I went over to a network meeting at 7:45. Was there for a while till about 9:30, networking, talking to people, trying to get more business. Then I came home, and I have my own newsletter. And by the way, if you want to get my newsletter, just text me your email, and I'll get you right on there. But I do that once a week, so that takes a little time to do that. After I got done with that, I looked up some properties for clients, got those posted, let them know about that. So all this happened, and it was about probably 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock updates and everything. So 1 o'clock, or excuse me, at 10:30. It was 10:30, 11. So I had to go over and show another rental property right down the street. Is about 20 minutes away. And I did that. The lady was very excited. She actually rented the property. She was approved. Our background credit check went through. So that happened. So during that time, I'm looking at my car. I go, man, I got to wash my car because, I always want to keep. It's important as a realtor or any kind of business to have a clean vehicle because that shows that you're successful and that you can afford what you have. So I do that. I have a sticker that I just go get it once a week, and then we get all vacuumed out and everything. So after I was done with that, during the car wash, I got a call from some investors from Lebanon, and I talked to them for a while, got their specifications, everything they wanted on that particular deal. I got in my car and went up to the bank because one of my investors, which I'm on the account for, wanted to wire a substantial amount of money international. So I was there till about 3:30 doing that. Got everything wired, got everything done, got the confirmation, took the paperwork, sent it to the client, moved on to my next, which was over in Bedford. That we were working on a house. I wanted to make sure, for all my clients I do this, I want to make sure that the construction was getting done and that they were there working and all that good stuff, and video that and get that over to the client. So I videoed it, and I'll be sending it to the client today. So I want to make sure all that was done, and then I came home. So it was about 5:30 at night. So I got done and got that day. My next day, Friday, I had to go to another networking meeting, which is 7:45. And while I was doing that, I was talking to my wife who was working in Oregon. So we had to get some stuff because she's on vacation. But you still have to keep up with things as a realtor. People think that we just go on vacations and we just forget about everything. When you have your own business, that is not an option. So we talked about some stuff, and she had some struggles on some stuff. So I got them fixed, and we took care of some stuff. She fixed some stuff. And so all that was done. Then I got to the network meeting, which was another great meeting. Met with one of my guys there, a plumber, and talked to him about a bathroom we have to put in and getting all that set up for next week. I went there, then I went straight over to another property in West Cleveland and to get a video, make sure that they were working on that. Talked to the contractor for a while, make sure that he understood everything that we needed done there. And he was working very, very well. As I was going back, I got a call from a client. Says, "Hey, I need to go look at this house that just came on as a condo that just came on the market that day." So I had to set up a showing, which I did. My assistant did, and we went over there. It was vacant, so it was easy to get into. And so we got in there and looked at it, and his son loved it, so they wanted to buy it. So I said, well, okay, I'll call the realtor, let them know we're going to be putting in an offer. During that time, on the way home, I called the realtor, which informed me that they already had a cash offer for the property. So I'm figuring, well, that's full price. They're not allowed to tell you, but I figured that. So when I got home, I called because he was going to finance it. I said, look, we can pay over a couple thousand and finance it, but they probably won't take it. And so he goes, well, let me think about it. So when I hung up, it was probably half hour later. He called me and says, hey, we'll pay cash and we'll go 1,000 over asking. So I called the agent. I said, hold off on your offer. I'm bringing another one over that's more than what you're asking. And I knew that particular. We had a good correspondence, and so we sent it over. So and there was some wrong paper because we were in a hurry, so we had to redo all the paperwork, resend it, and then she had to get her seller to sign it and get that done. All that got finished, and we got the property. Now this was Friday, and that all stopped at about 4 o'clock. So I took a little break and went to a 80s rock concert last night and had a blast. But when you're looking at being a successful realtor, sometimes you're looking at, you think you got some time, but you really don't. And that's not a bad thing because you got business. So the last few days we've rented 3 houses and I sold a house. And, this is a good thing for a realtor because that means we have more money coming in, more clients are happy, we're taking care of things. And that's the key to being a realtor. But that's what a busy day looks like if you're a realtor and you're marketing correctly. You'll have those kind of days. That's just the way it is. They're not all the time, but you will have those kind of days. So if you're looking to be that type of realtor, then call me. I'm Brett. I'm with Key Realty. I can open up a whole new world for you. Key Realty is a great brokerage, and I can teach you some stuff. I've done almost 100 transactions 50 transactions this year. I'll be doing 100 at the end of the year. Do a lot of deals, and the way I do it is like this. So give me a call. I'm Brett. Key Realty, 216-703-5740. I've done over 1,200 properties. We have a 99.5% success rate, and we just know how to do things better to get you exceptional results. 216-703-5740. Thanks.